Assalamualaikum students, how are you? I hope you will fine. As you know, I have taught you format of letters and application. Today I will teach you about essay and essay writing techniques. First of all, I will define essay. An essay is generally a piece of writing that gives the author's own argument, but the definition is vague. Vague means not clear, overlapping with those of paper, an article, a pamphlet, and a short story. Essays have traditionally been subclassified as formal and informal. A formal essay is a piece of writing that informs or persuades its audience. There are other kinds of essays. For example, the narrative essay relates a story with a moral or lesson. The personal essay illustrates the writer's opinion on a topic. An essay should be written in a following manner, with each sentence following on logically from the previous one, and with appropriate sign spots to guide the readers. In other words, everything in the writing should make sense to a reader. Before writing an essay, you should read essay title carefully to make sure you understand exactly what is required. Quickly note down some ideas on the topics as you think of them. Then write down some vocabulary that you know you will need to write about this subject. Now essay plan. Paragraph number 1. The first paragraph is about the introduction. Introduce the topic to explain how you understand the question and describe briefly. Keep the introduction short, preferably to 1 or 2 paragraphs, and keep it succinct to the point. Some students find it's best to write a provisional introduction when starting to write an essay, and then to rewrite this when they have finished the first draft of their essay. To write a provisional introduction, ask yourself what the readers needs to know in order to follow your subsequent discussion. Other students write the introduction after they have written the main body of the essay. Do whatever feels right for you and the piece of work you are writing. Now paragraph 2. Give points of views and information in support of the argument with reason. Some students' essays amount to catalog of factual material or summarize of other people's thoughts, attitudes, philosophies, or viewpoints. At the opposite extreme, the other students express only personal opinion with little or not research evidence or examples taken from other writers to support their views. What is needed is a balance. The balance between other researchers and writers' analysis of the subject and your own comment will vary with the subject and the nature of the question. Generally, it is important to back up the points you wish to make from your experience. If you want a weight of evidence on some factual point, bring in 2 or 3 examples, but no more. Quotation should not be used as a substitute for your own words. A quote should always have an explanation in your own words to show its significance to your argument. When you are citing another author's text, you should always indicate exactly where the evidence comes from with a reference. That is, give the author's name, date of publication, and the page number if in your work. A full reference should also be provided in the reference list at the end. Now the paragraph 3. Give contrasting views. When two things appears as opposite, they are contrasting. Sometimes we write the first advantages and sometimes we write the disadvantages of anything. Now the paragraph number 4. Conclusion. At the end of an essay, you should include a short conclusion, the purpose of which is to sum up or draw a conclusion from your argument or comparison of viewpoints. In other words, indicate what has been learned or accomplished. The conclusion is also a good place to mention questions that are left open or further issues which you recognize but which do not come within the scope of your essay. Neither the conclusion nor the introduction should totally summarize your whole argument. If you try this, you are in danger of writing another assignment that simply repeats the whole case over again. Now, I am going to explain how you could write an essay. There is a topic of essay is a great leader. I have chosen the Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah as a great leader. Now, it is true what Shakespeare said, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Our Quaid-e-Azam was born great, achieve greatness by establishing a separate homeland for Muslims, and in fact greatness trusted upon him. In 20th century, no better example of a full and complete national hero than Quaid-e-Azam is found anywhere in the world. Greatness be nothing unless it be lasting. This is a quotation of the Napoleon. Quaid-e-Azam had the courage to face heavy odds. He was a selfless leader. He was great not by what he was, but what he did. He did everything for the benefit of his nation. He did not do so for acquiring fame or the power, or to be a ruler of his country. Quaid-e-Azam was really a great man and was the possessor of all attributes of a history maker. Carlyle has said, all history is the biography of great men. Quaid-e-Azam was a man of strong character, firm determination, and broad vision. He had firm belief in his noble mission to establish a separate homeland for Muslims of India where they can lead their lives according to Islamic principle contained in the Holy Quran and Sunnah. He was tireless work in spite of his weak health. He was a patient thinker and a man of high intelligence, courage, correct judgment, and a great spirit of dedication.